Hi guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about one of my favourite things, especially since I've been living here in Los Angeles, and that is Sephora. Now, obviously we have the online shipping now to the UK, which is great. I think you still have to spend a certain amount though before you get flat rate shipping and the tax and all those kind of things. So now that I live here, I feel like I've managed to create what I think is like my top 10 Sephora miniatures. And in particular, the miniatures are like the thing I'm super obsessed with. I just feel like anything that I love that's available in a miniature is just the best thing ever. So I thought it'd be quite a good idea to do a video. I'm going to show you kind of what I'm wearing on my face because a lot of the products that are in my top 10 are actually on my face right now, so you can see me apply them. And also I think it's when you get like 3 products you get on these cute little Sephora bags, so I just keep them in there, and I keep this as my like spare on the go makeup bag. So I have my kind of beauty stash at home, and then if I have to get up super early for a job or I want to kind of fully touch up my makeup later on, I just take this little bag with me. It's super cute. This isn't sponsored at all. I wish it was because I love these products and I absolutely love Sephora miniatures, but we're going to get started. So the first product I've used on my face and that makes it into my top 10 Sephora miniatures. This is always going to be subject to change, guys, as well, because I do go into Sephora an awful lot. But since I've been in America, these are my kind of top 10. So I have the Too Faced Hangover Primer. And this is just, I think, rather than how it makes your skin look, it's how it makes makeup apply on top of it. It's very, very hydrating. It's not got an offensive smell. I think this is nice for kind of normal to dry skin. It's very, very hydrating, and it just makes foundation apply really, really well. So then I did my eyebrows as I would normally do them. You guys have seen me do that a million times. And I then went on to this gorgeous product. This is the Tarteist Pro To Go. And they do these for kind of the eyes, and they have like a cheek one as well. And this one I just thought was super, super pretty. They're all colours that are very Harry friendly. You know, you've got kind of your gold, which is great for every day. You've got a nice kind of bone shade, which is quite nice for subtle contouring on the eye. And I love that these 3 are mattes. Which ones? Those 3. Those 3 are mattes. So yeah, I've got a nice dark brown, a nice kind of, I think it's very similar to Sable by MAC. It's that kind of matte tone that's really nice in the crease. It's nice and warm. And then these colours are amazing. There's a gorgeous bronze, which I'm wearing on my eye, and a beautiful cranberry shade. And these are like a very high shine metallic. So they're lovely. Just, you can use your finger and kind of tap it onto the centre of the lid, or they're really nice for a kind of statement evening look. Love those. So yeah, I applied a little bit of crisp first and then applied a little bit of this one all over. Now, I love tight lining, and there are certain liners that I really recommend when it comes to tight lining on the waterline, and Marc Jacobs is a firm favourite. I think this is the Highliner gel line. I always say this one wrong. Highliner gel crayon, not too far off. And this is the black one, and I got this in a little set of 3, which had a lovely kind of warm tone, shimmery brown, and a gold tone, and this. And the 3 are just brilliant. I love that I don't have to sharpen it when I'm on the go. Absolutely love that. And I've just used that in my tight line and then used that to smoke out my lower lash line. So then I applied some mascara to the top and bottom lashes, and I then went on to another firm favourite, which is firm favourite in full size and miniature. It's the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Teeny tiny. These are like the cutest things ever. And I think in Sephora at the minute you can only get them in light neutral and medium light neutral, which for me at the minute are perfect because my skin has actually warmed incredibly since I've been in Los Angeles. So I was light neutral, but I'm now nearer to medium light neutral. So I tend to kind of mix the 2 where I need them. Again, great for touch-ups. I feel like these have actually lasted me quite a long time. So there is actually quite a lot of product in here. And I just find this is great for kind of brightening under the eyes. It's great for evening out skin tone. It's one of those all-rounder concealers. So I love this, and I love it especially under the eyes. So next one in my little kit I've made, and another firm favourite, is the Hourglass Mini Ambient Light, and this is in dim light. I love this as a setting powder. I feel like this really is like the powder for people who don't like powder. It still gives like a sheen to your skin. It never makes it look flat. It's very 3-dimensional, and I find it never kind of overcakes either. It's very easy to work with, especially if you're new to makeup. It's a really good staple. You can even use this for a slight highlight for TV makeup. So super flexible, and I just love having that, and I have a mini one of these in my set bag as well. So the next one I was very excited to see, and this is probably my most recent purchase of all my Sephora miniatures. I feel like I'm on the hunt to kind of get the ultimate miniature collection. It's like the equivalent of dolls' houses, but makeup. Anyway, back to the video. I've picked up the Kevyn Aucoin, the Contour Duo. So this has the sculpting powder in medium and celestial powder in candlelight. both of which I love and I'm wearing right now. So I use this just to add a little bit of definition to my cheekbones. I find it's great for my hairline, especially because I have a bit of a kind of a wobbly hairline, so I quite like it to even out. That's really good. And the Celestial Candlelight, I just find is such a lovely flattering glow. It's not too yellow, it's not too white, it's somewhere in between. And I like this on the tops of my cheekbones and a little bit down the bridge of my nose as well, just to give a little bit of subtle reflection and make my skin look a little bit more dewy. Now, I don't know if the next one is cheating because it's actually one of the birthday gifts I got given from Sephora. So if you are a VIP member or Sephora loyalty member, you basically get Sephora birthday. When it's your birthday, you can choose a free gift, which is always nice. And recently I got this one, which is a Tarte blush, and it's called Paaaarty. And it's the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and I love this. This is such a pretty colour. It's very much a kind of nudie pink. I feel like it really does well at kind of mimicking a very real looking flush to the cheek. So it's not too orangey peach, it's not too crazy pink, it's more like a nudie pink, just like a rose, a very subtle rose. So it's very, very pretty, and I like this just on the apples, and I find it works really well with that Kevyn Sculpting Duo. So then I have a tool, and I tend to keep sort of 1 or 2 brushes in this little bag with me, and this one is a Sephora miniature. All the writing is rubbed off, so I think this was the Multitasker Complexion, I think it's called, and it's a little teeny kind of buffing brush. I love this, even if I just use my concealers out that bag and just do a quick swipe of concealer, buff it in with that and a bit of blusher, and I'm good to go, and just wear some mascara and lip balm. Really super easy, but I find the quality of this brush is actually very, very similar to kind of the IT Cosmetics brushes. Really, really good, and a really good one to have in your handbag when you kind of only want one face brush. So last but not least, I applied a little bit of lip balm, just like a tinted pinky lip balm, and then I have the Elizabeth and James Nirvana roll-on. I think Sephora is so synonymous with their roll-ons. I think they're just the best concept of a miniature done well. Okay, they're not super teeny mini, but you can often get those as well as kind of the VIP treats. And this is just a scent I always go back to. I absolutely love it, and I think the whole concept of a roll-on in your handbag is great for like in the evening, for touching up your scent throughout the day. Really love this one. It's very cool. It's not too heavy, too floral. It's really hard to describe this actually, but really, really nice, and that makes it into my top 10. So I hope that was helpful, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope I have enabled you to go and purchase lots of Sephora miniatures. It'll be interesting to see as well, because I know there was lots of kind of talk in the beauty grapevine of Sephora coming to London, and it will be interesting to see if we get the same miniatures that America gets, because I know when I've been to Europe before, like Sephora's in Italy, for example, in Spain, they don't always have the same miniatures as available in America. So let's see what happens with that. That'll be really interesting to see. Let me know what your favorite Sephora miniature is, and if there's one that I don't have that you definitely think I should be collecting. So don't forget to check out the last video I did, which was a replay of my workshop, the How to Find Your Makeup Style. So many great tips in there, a really nice one to get a cup of tea, sit down on the sofa and get comfy because it's a long one, but lots of advice and tips in there and finding your makeup style and getting out of a makeup rut. I'll pop that somewhere up here, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more videos. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.